Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new here, hello, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing, and if you are back, welcome back. Today I'm here with a sneak peek unboxing of one of Diamond Art Club's new releases this week. This kit, along with the other new releases, are going to be released tomorrow, which is Saturday, October 15th at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Time or 12:30 p.m. Eastern. If you're in the Ruby or Diamond tier of the rewards program, you'll get a half an hour early access window on these kits, beginning at 9 a.m. Pacific or noon Eastern. So a huge thank you to Diamond Art Club for sending this over for me to share with all of you ahead of the weekend's releases. I hope that this helps you make a decision on whether this kit should be on your shopping list for the weekend. Spoiler alert, I think it should be, because you guys, I feel like we've been clamoring for a while to see a little bit of a mix-up from all of the female subjects in artwork. Look what Diamond Art Club has signed. Oh my gosh, this will show up well. We have The Druid by Ruth Thompson, and oh my gosh, take a look at how big this is going to be, by the way. 50.8 by 111.6 centimeters, or 20 by 44 inches. This is big. This is like panel style big. So this looks like it's going to be amazing. This box is really heavy. I'm not going to be able to fit the whole thing in frame once we had to roll the canvas. That's okay. So this is going to have square-shaped diamonds inside. Diamond Art Club uses some blue branding with their square-shaped diamond painting kits. On the back of the kit is some info about how to diamond paint, the different kit contents, and then if you flip the kit over to the side, there is a QR code you can scan for 10% off your order right there. If you're brand new to Diamond Art Club and want to save 20% off your first purchase, I have an affiliate discount code you are welcome to use. It is just my name, Katie, K-A-T-I-E, and the number 20. It is an affiliate code, so I may make a small commission if you choose to use that. So also, please don't feel obligated. That always goes right back into my channel, but there are tons of discount codes. You're gonna see several just in today's video. All I say is don't pay full price for your Diamond Art Club order. They don't want you to pay full price, honestly, so make sure you're taking advantage of some kind of discount codes. So there's all of our kit contents. That is heavy, like I said. We're gonna get a toolkit that's gonna have everything we need to do our diamond painting in it. Let me show you what's included in this one. Now, Diamond Art Club has been working on phasing these newer style of toolkits in that come in this bag and have a couple of bonus goodies in them. And I will say there's not a hard and fast way to know if you're going to get this newer toolkit or the older one. The good news, though, is that no matter which one you get, it's going to have everything you need to do your diamond painting. So we've got a pen and squishy. The color may vary on both. If you get a kit that has square diamonds, it's going to come with tweezers, which are a bit sharp, so make sure you keep that cover on there. You're going to get some wax to load up in your pen. Make sure that you remember to take off that thin plastic film before you try to load that wax into your pen. We've also got a couple of these thin plastic multi-placers. If you want to try your hand at placing more than one diamond at a time, you can just pop it in the end there, and you're good to go. And then we've got a tray, and this little plastic piece on the end is a tray stopper. And then we've got a bag of baggies that you could store your leftover diamonds in, or I suppose kit up into. These last two pieces are exclusive to the newer toolkits, and they're also a bit of a wild card. So we've got a roll of washi tape and a cover minder. Now, cover minders, they have magnets on the back. You can pop one of them off and slide it under the area of the canvas you're working on, and then set the canvas down, peel back that plastic cover, set that on top of the plastic cover, and it's gonna hold it back for you. The style on these may vary. It looks like we've got a cute little macaroon in this one. And then we have a roll of washi tape. Again, the print is gonna vary quite a bit. I like to use washi tape on the border of my canvas because sometimes there's a little bit of glue that goes past the edge of the drill field, so I cover that up so it doesn't get dirt or dust in it. I also like to use washi tape to section off my canvas by making sections on top of the plastic cover, not directly on the glue. If you're curious to find out more about how I use washi tape with my diamond painting kits, I have a whole video dedicated to just that. I'll link to that below in the description box. Feel free to take a look if you want to see more of a demo of that sort of thing. Diamond Art Club also includes a smaller sticker here, a logbook sticker. It's got the name of the artwork, the artist, and of course the original artwork and the other info. I like to use this in my paper logbook. Some people like to put it on the side of the box to help sort through their stash a little bit more easily, or you can do whatever you like with it. So I like that Diamond Art Club does include that. All the rest of the kit contents are going to be here in this branded plastic bag or dust cover. Let's take a look. Looks like we're definitely gonna have a big bag of diamonds in here. Don't worry, by the way, at how this is crunched up a bit. That just happens in transit sometimes. It's gonna lay flat without any problem at all. It's not gonna have damaged the canvas or anything like that, and I'll show you. But we're gonna start here at the top. Wow, wow, look at the level of detail on that. Oh my gosh. Wow, this looks incredible. Wow. We have our fox. That was one of the things I was most excited about. We have all of our different woodland creatures here. Oh my gosh, this is tall. Oh my gosh, this is tall. Okay, so we have a giant bag of diamonds here. And then here at the bottom of the canvas, this is a little tricky to maneuver around. We've got our little wolf friend here. And our druid is apparently barefoot. So let me kind of just show us up here at the top so we can look at our cute woodland creatures and our druid friend here. You'll notice that maybe the edges are wanting to curl up just a little bit. That happens again in transit with it being rolled up and these spots here. I'm not worried about that at all. You can see the plastic cover shifted just a little bit. So if I want to kind of help it along with laying a bit more flat, I'm going to peel back the plastic cover a bit and then just kind of gently lay it back down. And that is going to help quite a bit. And this, it will be fine. It'll be fine. Diamond Art Club's canvases are a really nice high quality material and they use poured glue on their canvases. And I have not run into issues with that kind of thing before. So let me show you what else was included. So we have a pamphlet here. There's a thank you note from the founder here on the front. Some info about what's included in your kit, a link to a step-by-step beginner video, the VIP Facebook group. I highly recommend joining this once you've made your first purchase. It's a really fantastic resource and community. Lots of behind-the-scenes stuff from Diamond Art Club there as well. Some step-by-step instructions, some tips and tricks written out for you, along with yet another discount code. And then if you download the mobile app on your phone, you will get 20% off your first purchase through the app. And it's got other handy features like notifications and stuff like that, so definitely check out their app. Diamond Art Club also includes a sticker sheet here. It has the title, the artist, a spot to write your start and end date, and then there's that original artwork again. You can see the level of detail in the artwork, so they had to go with a bigger size in order to truly capture it. Square shaped diamonds in this one. Here's the size again, which is 20 by 44 inches or 50.8 by 111.6 centimeters. Over here, we've got a set of pre-cut sticker sheets. So when you go to kit up, whether it's into baggies or to storage containers, you can peel these off and use these to put the labels and symbols on your container. I also highly recommend this because on a canvas this size, I think it's going to be a bit difficult to refer to the legend on the side of the canvas the whole time you're working on it because you're going to be working on sections in the middle that are not going to be close to the legend. So I recommend kitting up using these stickers and just referring to the symbols on the stickers as opposed to always going and looking at the legend on the canvas. That's also a little tip. I get asked a lot how I diamond paint so quickly, and I literally never use the legends on the canvas. I just refer to the symbols on my containers. Anyway, the color code you see over here is the same as the DMC color code system. We're gonna have a total of 55 colors in this kit, a lot of variety in terms of color, it looks like. Over here though, you'll see that we have a few numbers under the number 150, which in Diamond Art Club's numbering system, anything under the number 150 is gonna be a special kind of diamond called an AB. I will tell you more about those when we're actually looking at the diamonds, but it looks like we're gonna have a total of 3 in this kit. Now let me take you on a little tour of the canvas. So up here at the top, we have their branding. Do what makes you sparkle, Diamond Art Club. Like I mentioned, the canvas material itself, it's really, really nice quality. It's both really sturdy and very malleable. It holds diamonds very well. It's very floppy and has a self-flattening feature. You can see, besides me pulling back the plastic cover, it is still laying flat on its own really easily. The edges are scalloped and finished. I've never had any issues with fraying on my Diamond Art Club canvases because of this. They use a poured glue, a really nice high quality poured glue as well, that sometimes has a bit of a sparkle to it. It's hard to, I don't really see it as much in this one, but between the nice springiness and thickness of the poured glue that they use and the actual canvas material, it makes diamond painting on a Diamond Art Club canvas very enjoyable. I also find their poured glue to be very forgiving if I need to adjust my drills a little bit or something like that. It also is very sticky though, and especially kind of once it sets, it holds those drills and they're not going anywhere. We do have a legend up here at the top left. We're gonna have that same legend over at the bottom right. So let's take a little journey and go down to the bottom of this canvas. Like I said, I would not necessarily plan to exclusively use the legends while you're working on the canvas to refer to, because I think that will just add some time and work for you. I'm gonna peel this back and lay it back down just to help it lay more flat. Here at the bottom left, we have the thumbnail of the original artwork, the info about the title and the size and the artist. And you're going to see me, of course, point out copyright. Now, Diamond Art Club does legally license all of the artwork that they use in diamond paintings from the artist, or often if they have a licensing company they work through, which it looks like Ruth Thompson works through Tate Licensing. What this means is that Diamond Art Club has the permission of the artist to use this artwork and is compensating them as well. So art theft is unfortunately very rampant in the crafting world, so I'm very glad that Diamond Art Club is doing right by artists, and I'll always mention as much. Here is info including their socials. Be sure to follow them there to stay up to date with their new releases each week. And here's yet another discount code. What did I say? Tons of discount codes and just all over the whole box and the canvas. Info about their lifetime warranty here. So as long as you're the original purchaser and owner of your kit, you're covered under that lifetime warranty. That covers anything from if you run out of diamonds to if you run into any issues with the canvas or the glue or anything at all. Contact their customer service and they'll get you taken care of. So let's go on a little tour of the canvas. It's very colorful, but of course really heavy in the earth tones. And it is pretty confetti heavy from what I can see. Confetti is when we have lots of color changes in a small area. What plant do we think he's holding? I'm sure it has something with significance. I'll have to go look up a little bit more about this art afterward. But confetti is where you have lots of color changes in a small area like we see here. You will probably be mostly single placing through those areas and changing out the color in your tray quite often. By contrast, there are also some areas of maybe what we would call really minimal color blocking. I think maybe like over here could be a good example, I suppose, where we've got a larger section of that black symbol with the white dot, and you'll be able to use a multi-placer in there. That color will be in your tray for a little bit longer. So that's what we call color blocking. Fox face is so cute. I love it. Dude's chest and torso. He's wearing like a fur on his back as well. It looks like they've really preserved like the detail in the frame that's around this piece in this artwork. I wonder if that was one of the things that determined that this one needed to be as big as it is to make out kind of those letters. There's his face. I like how they did his face. I bet those eyes are going to be really striking as well. And of course we have our raven friend behind him, and he has antlers in his hair. I wonder if he's like, if this is a specific like pagan god that they're referring to, or if it's just like kind of a generic druid figure. Again, I'm just going to look up a little bit more about this artwork. I should have done that before I started. So the printing looks to be really clear on this canvas, but yes, generally speaking, it is pretty confetti heavy. I like to have a good mix of confetti and color blocking in my canvases because I feel like confetti keeps it interesting, but color blocking keeps it moving. But this, I'm definitely thinking is more on the confetti heavy side. That's what's going to happen when you have just the really extraordinary level of detail though. So that's not a criticism whatsoever on my part. I think that Diamond Art Club does this kind of really intricate detail really, really well. So they hand render all of their diamond paintings. They have a rendering team that hand charts everything, and I definitely am one that wants to trust their judgment. And if they feel that something needs to be a particular size, then there's probably a reason for it. I'm just measuring this to see if we are true to size. It is proving just a tiny bit tricky just because of the sheer size of this canvas. But we are, I did this in inches. I'm looking at it in inches right now. In centimeters, yep. So in centimeters, we are at exactly basically 111.6 centimeters, or about 44 inches top to bottom. And then width-wise, we're at just a tick shy of 51 centimeters, which is what it is listed as, or that 20 inches. Yeah, we're like 20 inches on the nose. So it's true to size, not shocking. Diamond Art Club's canvases usually are. Now, this is really large. I could not fit the whole thing in frame, of course. So I will go ahead and I'll insert a picture here. I'll take a picture of the whole canvas and try to insert that for you guys, as long as my camera doesn't give me any trouble. But that way you can see the whole canvas in its glory. But for now, we will just look at our subject here. Again, it is a nice change to have a male subject in our diamond paintings. I feel like that's something I see a lot of people asking for. I'm one that I certainly enjoy working on portraits of like female subjects in my diamond paintings, but it is nice to mix it up. I will definitely say that. We have our big bag of diamonds here. I'm already dreading trying to put these back away. Is there a metallic in here? I didn't know that there was a metallic diamond. How did I completely overlook that? I completely overlooked that when I was looking at the colors. Oh, shoot. Surprise. Anyway, I just see it in the middle there. I'll show you here in just a bit. Here's the title of the artwork in case you want to store your diamonds separate from the canvas itself. Let's get into these. Oh my gosh. Surprise. Happy surprise. Were you guys shouting at me when you were looking at the sticker sheet earlier, going like, Katie, do you see the funny symbol at the end? Nope. Nope, that's what happens if I go on autopilot. But let's look through these strands of diamonds. So, 317, 414, 310. Let's take a closer look at these. I'm seeing a little bit of static, which I think is highly weather dependent, but I feel like some of the Diamond Art Club's kits have been more static prone lately. I have seen a couple of different tips I want to share really quick if you're running into static with your drills. My go-to has always been to cut up a piece of dryer sheet and stick it in the bag with these and kind of move that around, and that gets rid of the static. I want to share a couple other tips that I've seen though shared in the VIP group lately. One of those tips is, yeah, you can see this. You can tell that there's some static because you can see the diamonds kind of clinging to the inside of the bag a little bit. One of the tips that I saw specifically was to open up the bag slightly and very lightly breathe into the bag, because if you're adding moisture in, if you're introducing moisture, that will help get rid of the static. So if you kind of like breathe lightly in the bag, not like you're trying to, how does someone describe it today? Not like you're trying to cool off soup, but like you're trying to like steam, like fog up a window or steam up a mirror, like that kind of moisture. So that's one tip. And then one thing I really want to try that I've seen recommended a lot is to dip a Q-tip in a little bit of rubbing alcohol and cut a small hole in the bag and stick the Q-tip with the that's been dipped in rubbing alcohol in there and swirl it around. I think again, that's introducing moisture, without like making the drills wet because the alcohol evaporates, but I want to try that. So there's a couple of tips for you guys if you're dealing with static. Again, I feel like static is generally pretty climate dependent, but I've seen a lot of people mentioning it lately, so I still want to bring up that those possible suggestions here. Here we go, you guys. Just in time for me to wrap up my little spiel there. Here is our first AB diamond. Now, AB stands for Aurora Borealis. These diamonds are named after the northern lights because if you look, there's an iridescent coating on the top that has a bit of extra shimmer and sparkle. The areas of these have been charted. It's going to draw your eye to a bit. It's going to pull some of the colors around them as well, and it's going to sparkle even more than regular diamonds do. Diamond Art Club is usually pretty intentional about how they chart these ABs, but that is the first of 3 in this kit. And it's going to be super sparkly. I will definitely show you. We'll go through and look at the canvas and I'll point out where the different ABs and this other special drill that hopefully we'll get to shortly, I'll point out where we're gonna find those in the canvas so you don't have to wonder. So you can see as we've been going through these, tons and tons and tons of earth tones, blues, browns, greens, just gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Now, around a year ago, Diamond Art Club began manufacturing their diamonds in-house. I think it's easiest to tell the difference between the old squares and the new squares, because the old squares all had, they had a mix of 9 and 13 facets cut on the top. The new squares all have 13 facets cut on the top. They're really consistent in size and shape. The quality is really good. They're 100% resin. And I love working with resin squares. It's amazing. I think, you know, I feel like resin squares might even be more static prone. You can see the static in this bag as well. All right, you guys, here we go. So here we have, I believe Diamond Art Club is calling these electro diamonds. K444 is what this says. These diamonds, that bright yellow that you're seeing is the backing. That's the base that you're not going to see. If you take a look, you'll see this really amazing gold metallic coating. That's what's going to be on the top. I had these in a recent sneak peek that I did, and they look incredible. The metallic coating on these is so good. I bet they're going to look incredible on the canvas as well. Right next to it, we've got our next AB drill, 111. It's kind of like a raspberry pink. Love, love, love that one. Where's their pink in this canvas? We'll have to take a look. And then last but not least, we have a tiny handful of this red AB, this cherry red AB. So I bet there's going to be like just the tiniest number of that red AB. Now let's start at the bottom. I'm going to find out where these different special drills are going to go. So we've got 3 ABs and an electro diamond to find. Starting at the bottom, I want to make sure, what symbols am I looking for? Okay, throughout the wolf's fur, a lot of the white that you're seeing is some highlighting with the white AB. There's a little bit on the wolf's snout. The metallic, the electro diamond, is in the wolf's eyes right here. There's a half a dozen in either eye. And then we have some of the electro diamond doing some highlighting of the letters in the frame, just right in here. And then we have some of the white AB sprinkled throughout this. Is he holding a plant, or is that just, I'm trying to figure out, is he holding a plant, or is that kind of just like hanging off the back of his cloak? I'm not sure. But this plant down here with the blue and red in it, there's some white AB sprinkled throughout, and that's where the red AB is going to be as well. So that's going to be a neat effect. A little bit more of that electro diamond. There's just like, you know, a tiny handful of them, and some of these letters doing a little bit of highlighting. And then a little bit on his kind of like waist, this like belt, I suppose. On either side here, there's some of the metallic electro diamond. The fox has some white ABs highlighting throughout, including in its snout and some of the sides of its fur. And, ooh, I am missing it. Okay, so here in the cloak, you see a little bit of the kind of like magenta accents throughout. That's going to be that like raspberry pink AB. Just adding some highlighting and accents through there. Okay, a little bit of white AB right over here. Is that the tip of the fox's tail? Yep. And then, let's see, some of the white AB right here on either shoulder. Maybe that's like the top of the cloak. Some more of that pink raspberry AB on this side of his cloak. That fur. And then, gosh, there's a lot of confetti up here. I want to make sure I'm not missing any of these special diamonds. So a little bit of white AB right here, as well as on the forehead. And there's like one in his eye right here. And then on his head, let's see, some white ABs here, kind of on top of his head, as well as throughout just this antler. Not this one, but just this one. And some more of that electro metallic diamond over here, highlighting through these letters right here, and then a bit of it here on the side of the arch. And then some more of that electro on this top of the arch. And then the white you see sprinkled through this night sky in the background is a white AB. I think that I caught everything. It's certainly possible that I missed some, but there's a bit of a glimpse of where you're gonna find all those special drills. I really like what I'm seeing. I bet that those metallic drills are gonna add a really neat effect. So yeah, they're kind of just through some of the brighter parts of the arch is where we're finding some of those electro diamonds, as well as I think, like I said, in the wolf's eyes, kind of on the sides of the Druid's belt. So yeah, that's going to be really, really neat to see. And I bet that gold metallic effect is going to look really cool with this artwork. So you guys, just to give you a quick recap, the name of this piece is The Druid. The artist is Ruth Thompson. I'm not sure if this is our first piece from this artist, but I think it's one of the first. It is a whopping 50.8 centimeters by 111.6 centimeters. This is big. This is going to be a much larger project commitment, but I think it's going to be absolutely incredible once it's finished. And I think that it looks like, from what I can see of the render and the charting, that Diamond Art Club has knocked it out of the park as far as nailing the details on this as well. It has a total of 55 colors with square diamonds and includes 3 ABs and 1 electro / metallic drill, special drill in gold. And I think this is going to be such a stunner. I am just kind of like speechless at how this is looking. So just as a quick recap, this piece, along with the other new releases, are going to be released tomorrow, which is Saturday, October 15th at 9:30 a.m. Pacific or 12:30 p.m. Eastern. And if you're in that Ruby or Diamond tier of the rewards program, you'll get that half an hour early access window. You guys, I hope that this sneak peek video was helpful for you in deciding if this kit is going to be on your shopping list for the weekend. Now, we don't know ahead of time which kits are going to be limited edition, but any kits that are marked as limited edition, what that means is that once they sell out, there will not be another run. They will be discontinued. So if there are any kits like this one that you know that you want this weekend, I highly recommend setting your alarms and checking in at release time, and particularly if they are listed as limited edition at release time, definitely jump on them, because sometimes, especially once they're listed as limited release, they will sell out quickly, and I wouldn't want you to miss out. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. A huge thank you again to Diamond Art Club for sending this over for me to share with you all ahead of the weekend. Like I said, I hope it was helpful. If it was, would you mind giving this video a thumbs up before you head out? And of course, if you're not already subscribed and want to see lots more diamond painting content from me, please feel free to subscribe. I would absolutely love to have you as part of my community here. All right, my friends, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll chat with you in the next one. Bye.